I've talked a little out because of filters, but there's fish here. Live plants in the water. Oh, they're. I'll have to look because I think this is way better pricing, but then also they're a lot less green. I thought these were just pretty, and then I looked at them and they're translucent. You can see their bones or their spine. What? These are the plants I got. Wind-beloved java fern, narrow leaf fern, another wind-beloved java fern, a new Bias nana, Amazon sword, cardinal plants. I got all those this past weekend. It's Friday, that's Sunday. And I got this one, and then Amazon sword. Oh, that's gross. How big is that? And then this one, crested java winslow, which is very similar to that. Anyway, some of these don't have condensation anymore, so I'm gonna spray them. This one's so good, but I'm gonna spray them. I'm for a metal stand because these things are supposed to hold like 200 pounds, 220 pounds minimum, or rather, for my 20-pound tank, I needed a stand that would hold 220 pounds minimum. And a wooden stand was just a little bit sketchy to me, so I got a metal stand, but I'm gonna put it together. And it looks a little small compared to my tank, but I did the measurements and it fits. It's actually like slightly too big, like half an inch too big, but I'm gonna put it together. Okay, so I didn't really show setting it up because there wasn't really much. You just wash this thing on the inside, attach it onto here. The thermometer, it said I had to put it in water. The light, I took it out because of course I'm gonna be putting stuff in here. But here is my substrate. It's hard to tell because of the glare, but you see how it's like a hill, a little itty bitty hill. Next I'm gonna put in my wood, which I put in a bucket overnight. I know it's gonna float, but I wanted to get rid of all the, like, you see the little wood chips and stuff. So I'm gonna set that up. Amateur time. So I had a siphon, but it wasn't working, and I followed the instructions, but I think it's because I had it backwards. And then I even tried that thing where you, like suck it a little bit to get it to come out, but it wasn't enough. So I just poured the water with the bucket, and I think I did it too fast. Don't get mad at me, okay? Don't get mad at me. Yeah, so all this is a disturbedness, and it'll go away. But yeah, and I just realized I didn't separate my plants. So let's have a change of scenery, and let's go pull apart the little plants and wash them off and separate them for planting. Planties here. I already gave you kind of a rundown of what they are, but they come in this gel, and you got to remove the gel and then separate them so then they're like small enough to be planted individually. I'm gonna do the small plants first. Okay, goodness gracious. So this is little planty. Ugh, that's like, I mean, I guess that's exactly what it said it would be. It's exactly what the texture you would think it would be. It's like, it's like hair gel. It's gel. It says this is agar, which I think is sugar, right? But I'm still gonna get off as much as I can before I rinse it in the sink because I don't need that. That took so long, but this one I can't do, so I'm just gonna leave it as a mama plant. But I got most of them. I don't know, I really hope they're not all this hard. But I'm just gonna do that for the 2, 4, 6, 7 other plants. Okay, I'm nearly done, but I wanted to show this one because it's gonna be my first pruning. So let me get this out of here. Why do they thread them up? But ready? Chop. Chop. I'm doing this only because it's at the base. Chop. But I'm almost done. I got this one, and then one more plant, and then everything is separated. Okay, got a bit crazy, but I got my plants. My plants, they're kind of hidden, but they're there. This is only how much I had to cut off. I got all that thread, but all the jelly stuff is done. So I'm gonna go and plant them. So, tank's looking great. I planted my small and medium plants just so then when I pour the water, or rather, I filled the tank to where it is and I planted just the small and medium plants. So then when I pour the water, they won't be disturbed, like it's a little bit over it. But I'm gonna wait to plant the large plants until that clears up because I can't see what I'm doing. And also, how you need to plant them is, so you can see that this one already tried planting. There's literally no roots on this. That might have been me. But you want to grab it as close to the bottom and as straight as you can with the plant. And then you're going to want to put it down and then let go and pull up. Bummer about this one, what the heck. But yeah, I'm gonna fill that up with water so then I can turn the filter on to then clear it up and let the dust settle. A couple of last minute things before we flash forward however many weeks until my tank looks normal. I almost forgot about this. You can't put normal water. I mean, you can, but then you have to treat it, which is kind of crazy because out in the wild, they can go crazy. But tell me about houseplants. Like, I can't even talk right now. So this is Prime. It removes chlorine and chlorinade. 2 drops for each gallon. I do 40 drops. Oh yeah, that's my tank right now. I'm gonna say it's normal, but it should settle. Like, if it's coloring from the substrate, which I know it is because I rinsed it out, even though it said not to rinse it out. I mean, someone that I watched said not to rinse it out, but on the bag it says to rinse it out. That'll settle. Or if it's dirt, it'll be filtered out. So I'm gonna go and add this right now. So this is hour 0. I filled all the water, and not quite all the way, but also because I know I'm gonna be sticking my hand in there some more. That's funny. That was a clean white sponge, and it's not like that anymore, so it's doing its job. I have 2 thermometers in here because that vent does not heat or cool my room correctly. So if it's set to 70 because it's 20 degrees outside, like my room will be like 60. So I have this thermometer here, which isn't clear enough to see quite yet. And then I have this thermometer over here. I have my tank set to 75, but I would think that's normal because I was using more water. And either way, it'll cool off, it's fine. I don't have my light on, because what's gonna happen? That's what it looks like when it is on, but you can quite literally see how much it's penetrating. So, and then I got my cool blue light, and then both blue and red, but we're gonna have it off for now. I said off. Then I have my filter, my heater, which you can't see, my tank. Oh, that's perfect actually. My heater. There's a siphon. I tried using it. It didn't work. But yeah, I will be back in, I don't know how many hours or days it takes for clear water so then I can finish planting. I didn't plant those because I realized the wood is going to float for a while. So this wood completely floated up. I have one in the middle, the mopany wood, that it seemed like it was going to stay. But I mean, it seemed like it was going to float, but then it stayed, so I don't know where it landed. And then this one, it completely came up, but then I just tucked it back down again. So I don't know what that disturbed, but I basically have all the tall plants. RIP. I basically have all the tall plants, and then these two were hard to plant, and they came up. But I was fine with that. All the other ones stayed, and I understand why they floated back up, because they were hard to put. Guys, I mean, I can't be mad. That's a seal. I feel like cheaper. I mean, the cheaper your aquarium is, the more of that you'll see. This tank was $100. I can't remember which tank it was. I'm dumb. I literally have it. Oh, I got this. Oh, I guess I can let you listen to. Drippings from my faucet because it's gonna freeze here. But yeah, the filter came with coupons. And I think that's it. I'll do like a more in-depth my supplies in the very beginning or the very end, whatever. But I just wanted to show you them all in action. A little messy, but it's okay. I will clean it up. Okay, bye-bye. Future Luna here. It's the next day, and it's quite early, so sorry if I've eye muckles, but I'm taking out all the water, because I googled it last night, and this is indeed not normal. If anything, it should be cloudy, not pitch black. So I'm gonna do that, and then once it gets low enough, I'm just gonna try and get like all the dust out of the substrate. Yeah, a bit of a bummer, but I'm starting to realize now that this is all about patience.
Like it's calm, like relaxing hobby.
So when I filled it up like this yesterday and realized it was black, I should have stopped. In my head I was like, oh, it'll clear. But I just wanted to plant everything and decorate it, so I was like, let me just fill it up. No. So now I spent, I don't know, 30 minutes. And I've had to empty my bucket already, but you live and you learn. We're so close. This is taking so much longer to unfill than it was to fill. And also one thing, I knew you needed to pour the water slow into there, but after seeing how slow this is taking it out, I'm like, oh, that's probably how slow I need to be pouring it in. Which I tried doing at first, but I didn't understand how this worked, and I still kind of don't. Like, it's air and water, but because I couldn't turn this upside down in here, I couldn't do it, so I just dumped it in there. But now I see that I do need to spend the like 10 minutes it's gonna take me to figure out how to tube it rather than pour it. I just discovered a little trick. Like this, you can see how level or not leveled it is, because the water will go there. So I've created more of like a zoop. I think I'm gonna add more on that side, but I know I'm putting some wood here. This is hard, but that's okay. Also, only one of the plants that I planted, well, besides these two, stood the test of time, but I'm gonna unplant them. Ay. That took like 3 hours. But I took out some, you can't really see because of the glare. I took it out. There's still a little bit of water. I tried dabbing it with, that used to be white. But there's still a little bit of water. I want to clean the edges now because they have stains on them. I rearranged this a bit. I'm not going to use that flat rock. But I still don't know how a siphon works. And so I think it needs to be higher up, because when I did it, how I know it works, and then I put it in the tank, it didn't do anything, but then when I lifted up the tube above the tank, the water started flowing in there. So that's a bummer. I gotta do more research on that. But for now, I'm gonna leave it. And I'm gonna go to the movies. All that's trash I need to take out. Okay, let's ignore that. The dumpster has been full for forever, but I'm just gonna put it in my trunk, and then because I pass by it when I leave, so if it's empty one day, I'm just gonna go and dump it. But I will see you all tomorrow. I don't know, because it's still very wet. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, I am filling up the tank. I couldn't figure out how to do it with the siphon backwards, so I'm quite literally just getting that and grabbing that and slowly dumping it into here. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the waters I can tell is clear because like that piece of wood is covered in water. That rock is covered in water. The leaves, I can see them. And like through here, like you can see the substrate. So I have high hopes. Guys, you're not gonna be able to see the stains when there's water in there. But look, I planted and you can actually see through the water. So I have a feeling this is the one. I definitely saw stuff getting kicked up when I was like burying it, but you can still see through the water, which is good, Okay, I have filled the tank up, and when I tell you guys this is a million times better than yesterday. Like you can see through it. There's a hair that's on the outside, don't worry. Like, this also isn't pitch black already. Ah, glorious. I don't know how can I get the glare off? A million times better. Like you can see the difference between the soil and the watercolor, which is not there yesterday. So more appropriately, this is hour 0. No, it's floating. I'll leave it. Where are you going? It's the next day. I just woke up, but I am in awe with how clear my tank is now. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's still glare, but it, like, I can see everything. Like it is. Oh my goodness. Yay! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Let me check the temperature. 73.9. I have it set to 75. Okay, we are exactly 1 week in. This is what my tank is looking like. I don't know. Still, all those plants, like, I don't know what happened to them. All that black stuff, I need to buy a turkey baster. That's what someone online said, to like squeeze water. You get me? This little algae thing I googled, and it said that it's fine, that my fish will eat it, but if it gets any bigger, I think I'm gonna remove some. Oh man, I got a plant stuck in there. But I have it at 79, and it's, oh my god, oh, that freaked me out for a second. Thermometer's not in there. Okay, well that's taking too long. Over here, it's reading, what, 75? Can you focus? I think that's 75. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to take some of that off because it's coming into the bottom too. I still have one more piece of wood to put right here. Or rather, I think I had it there. But it's still getting put in water. This, I think I'm able to get by with it because even though it's sticking up, like there's a little ledge here that I pushed it under. So it's not gonna float. Let's see what this is reading now. That's crazy because I have it set to 79. The thermometer in there. But anyway, I've done 2 tests already. I'm gonna do 1 more today, but I think I can go get my fish. Oh, and I'm moving in July, and I don't want to accidentally kill all my fish, so I'm just gonna get a betta and then like a little snail for it or something, a little buddy. But that's it. So then once I move, then I'll get my full tank and I'll move my betta. I'll get a new tank, a 5-gallon. I'll put him in there, and then I'll get my big tank, this tank, and I'll put all my fishies in there. That's my plan. Okay, everybody. It is now the next day, so it's Sunday. I just finished doing my 15% water tank clean out. So it's a little murky right now, but I'm waiting for everything to stabilize. I'm still working on my lid. I'll tell you guys how I'm doing that. But I don't know, those plants are still not, they're still, so, oh, and I added that last piece of wood, but I put a rock on top of it because I realized that adding the wood is gonna change the like water, not consistency, levels, because it will. So I put that in there, even though it still floats. But I don't think I'm gonna get my fish today. I think I'm gonna have to wait a little longer, but we're getting there. My 2 test strips so far, I can't remember, but here are the levels that they were at. So we're getting there. I just got my fishies. I was originally just gonna do a betta, but I want some other fish, and so I got some neon tetras, but I'm gonna go put them in the tank. I might have to change my tank temperature because tetras, I said the highest can be a 76 and the lowest bettas can be a 76, and right now it's at 79. So I need to go fix that. I need to hurry and go fix that because I was not expecting to get tetras, but I need to go because right here in the car with me, and I need to go. Okay, bye. Okay guys, I got my fish. I got my betta fish. Come on. Oh, it's hard to see, but it's blue and a little bit of black and red. Oh, I feel his fin. I feel him. That was cool. I like all like pregnant women. So I'll put him in here to acclimate. Okay, I got that. I didn't want him to be lonely, and I want more than just one fish in there. And man, they're all like digging. I can feel them too. They're like digging down. Like a Nemo, swim down, swim down. Anyway. So I got some neon tetras because Google said they could be together because they're fast, and I got 6 of them because they need to be in a little school, and I realized on the way over here that I don't know if they're male and female, so they'll probably breed, but if it gets too many, then I'll like, so, and here they go. And the guy said to leave them there for like 15-20 minutes. So I need to come up with names for them. I was kind of messing with the thought of not even calling them individual, like calling them one name for all of them, because I can't be able to tell them apart. So I'm thinking like identical, like Ida, Aide, like, I don't know, 6. I don't know, I'm still messing with that. And then this guy, I'm definitely gonna do it based off of his color. So I'm gonna look on the internet for a little bit for like blue names or maybe characters that I know. But I'm gonna get looking. And it said that you should not add the water that they came in with. So I'm gonna scoop them out and add them into here. I mean, it's not the end of the world if they get added in here with the water, but you should try not to. Okay. My little fishies. Okay, they are swimming and exploring. I mean, not really. They're just like, what? They're like, hello? Okay, time to add my betta. It only has one bag, so this will be easier, faster. I wonder if there's a band out there who does music with rubber bands. Okay. A band out there with those rubber bands. Oh, never mind. He is double bagged. Okay. Okey-dokey. Take him out of this one. Also know that all my tank stuff is finally here. I can finally throw my box away. Cause I've been like adding stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh, he literally disappeared. Oh my gosh, is he already hiding underneath? Oh, come on, tank smears. He is! Oh, hold on. I need to clean this. Hold on. And all my tetras are back there. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. Now that we can see, he is hiding underneath there. Yay! Oh my gosh. Can you focus? Please. He's under there. And they're little tetras. You see them? You see, this is when, remember, I cleaned out my tank. I dumped all the water out and then I was like, oh, there's a bunch of stains. It'll be fine. Well, guys, you can see it. Anyway, everyone's just like chilling. They're just exploring. They're all staying together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then my little guy's in there. I'm so glad I bought that. It goes so well. Let me see if I turn off my light. And here they are. One of them has ventured off. The other ones back there are just like exploring. This one is being bold. And then my little betta is hiding underneath there. Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Guys, I really did not know you would be able to see. Ew. I may clean them out one day. But yeah. He like immediately went under there. Like when I dumped him in here and then I went to go dump out the water and then when the time I came back he was already hiding underneath there. But yeah. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna watch them for a bit. Okay, well I'm gonna let them get used to their new home. But here's my tank. My little betas in there. I swear. And then my neon tetras are exploring the world. Yeah, I need to see if more gravel falls or not, because it's from there. But it's not like constantly falling, so I think it's just whatever's there is gonna be it. But I'll see. I'm currently keeping an eye on those back plants and these plants here. I might just remove them. But yeah, here's my little tank. My little fishies. It'd be great if they weren't hiding right when I was trying to show them off. He came out. He gave me a big scare because he was underneath there and then he wasn't. But there he is. He's so pretty. I think I'm done with my aquarium. This is the little vlog part that I'm gonna put before or maybe after the cool reveal. But so quick little, what have I added? This custom lid with magnets that I had to Ziploc to help stick it on better. So this little guy wouldn't jump. I added these cool plants. These are my Swiss cheese plants. Then I added all this duckweed. Can you tell? All this duckweed courtesy of my co-worker. But look at those roots. Like I kind of just thought they floated. Like I never really saw the roots. But look how sneak peek. Here's Blueberry. He got renamed. He looks a little bit brighter on camera than in real life. And then these guys are there. But working nice. I got my, also I set up this little barrier so my filter wouldn't suck up the duckweed. Can you kind of see it? You can see it. I mean, it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. Like you can see all the duckweed it sucked up. Yeah. And then my heater, I've had to unplug it and I'm returning it because it's set at 79 and it was at 81.8, I think. And I was like, okay, maybe it just overheated. So I followed the instructions for troubleshooting and it was fine for the next night. Like when I got home, I fixed it and then it was good in the morning. And then now it was 80.9 or something. So I've unplugged it again and I already submitted the return yesterday. So I think on Saturday I'm getting it. Today's Thursday. But yeah, my aquarium with my doggy. My aquarium. He likes to hide over there. I don't know, I definitely need more plants so he can hide more. I gave him his little cave, but look, there he is. Hello, Blueberry. I've already fed them, but they've kind of not done it. Look at all the rocks I fell. I'm planning on doing my water changes and aquarium maintenance on Saturdays. So that's coming up, okay. And I bought this stuff from Petco. I haven't unboxed it yet, but a little holding cell, I guess, so I can take them out when I'm doing that. But yeah, I'm still trying to figure out how to style this haircut. So but I'm so sad. I bought the heater too small, and then I bought the heater thinking it'd be the right size. I don't know if German, like, because it's from Germany, if they have like different requirements or what, because online it says that 100 watts is for 20 gallons, which is what I currently have right now. But the first one that I got, which is for 50 watts, it says up to 16. And then the one that I rebought, the one that I thought would be the right size, is up to 40 gallon. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, no, that's gonna be way too powerful. And it is. But tell me why this one has this chart on it and this one doesn't. Like, if I would have had this chart on here, I would have bought the right one in the first place. And it doesn't even have it online, like, on, sorry, I don't want to turn on the light because my fishies think it's nighttime. On the website for, because I bought that on Chewy, it doesn't say what wattage is for what gallon. So I had to go online, and it was between 75 and 100. But it was where 75 was like, the high range was 20, and then 100, the low range was 20, and everyone was like, oh, go up one. So I did, which was from 75 to 100. But according to that, I should have gotten 75, but I'm not gonna, I can't, I'm just gonna look so dumb. And because I had a Chewy, what they did for the first one is that they're like, oh, we'll just refund you, donate it. And so then I got the new one, and I can't tell them the same thing again because they're gonna think I'm scamming them, but I'm just dumb. So, and I had to like rebuy. I asked if I could exchange it, but they said no, you had to refund it. So I had to rebuy $50 worth of stuff to get shipping for free. So I'm just sad because, I mean, obviously, so I gotta do some research, and I gotta return my Amazon thing, my Amazon heater, but the closing window for return was yesterday, and I couldn't take it out because I didn't get this one yet. So it's just a whole mess, and like $150 overspent, that if I would have just bought the right one the first time, I would have just spent like 50 bucks instead of 150 trying to correct it. So yeah. This is my 1 month fish update. So I've had the tank about 2 weeks longer, but my actual fish only 1 month. So let's take a look at them. This is Blueberry. He is doing very nice, very beautiful. I'll see if I can insert a clip of his color before, but he's definitely brightened up. And then here is Aide. Every single one of them is named Aide because they're identical. And I think I have 3 males, 3 females, but it's a little hard to tell, especially because they keep zipping back and forth, so it's hard to keep track of them. And then I have 3 snails in here, somewhere. Oh my gosh, wait, I think that's one. Oh, it is. What? It is that brown speck right there. It's underneath the duckweed. Like, that is so cool, because imagine what the world is like for them. Like, you see how all the little roots are shooting down? Imagine like that was your world. But I see one there. Maybe one right there. And then I don't know where the other one is. They're really that tiny. They're so small, I have no idea. But yeah, here's a little close-up of my tank. Those Amazon swords that I got, they died almost immediately, but I've left them in there to see what'll happen. They're dead. This other little plant that I got, where's my finger? That right there, it was a really like dark green one. It also died almost immediately. And then my plant started growing these little red roots. Google said they're babies, but I haven't seen any like sprouting up. But yeah, it's only on these tall ones that have that. Here's blueberry. And then I have a Swiss cheese monstera, all the duckweed because it keeps falling in. But Google said that they're partially aquatic, so like and it works fine because I have a whole bunch of trimmings that I keep like the roots in the water, but this is out of the water, the actual leaf. So I was like, let me try it. So I took my biggest leaf from here, so I grew it. I cut it and I put it in regular fresh water, and then after a while I put it here. I would say like months, because I wasn't planning on putting them in my fish tank. But then I put them in that little thing right there to kind of test it out, and they've been doing really good. So I was like, okay, let me see if now that it's used to the aquarium water, that I can put it in the actual aquarium. And my snails need to step it up because look at all that. But yeah, I'm testing and seeing if that works. And then yeah, my blueberry, I don't see them all day, but when I first got him, Blueberry was hiding in there for a while in that cave, but I haven't seen him in there since. He's always up here like on the top swimming. So yep. And then today or tomorrow I will, on Sundays I put in more water. So I'll do that. Last week I didn't clean my tank, and by clean I mean using the, what you call it, the siphon to pull up all the dust. I'm gonna do that this week. So I do weekly put in waters, bi-weekly, I don't know, bi-weekly clean the tank. Yes. Because I used to do a weekly cleaning the tank. And I was like, oh my god. But, or maybe I do need to do it weekly. Because it's a lot of, I don't know if it's poop or powder. I'm going to tell myself it's poop, so then I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to clean that. So weekly adding water because it evaporates. Weekly tank cleaning. It's because I also read that like all parts of the ecosystem are needed, which includes the poop. But I think this is a little excessive. So yeah, and that is my update. I'm gonna hand it on over to Outro Luna, but yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention I could finally take that rock out. It took so long for it to get waterlogged. And then also, owie, up here, I can't remember if I showed you or not, but I have this divider so the filter doesn't eat up all the duckweed. But yeah, and then I got this little bit hanging out here. I'm seeing if it can survive. I kind of just stuck it in there. And then I have my thermometer on the outside. It's 71 in here, and then my thermometer inside should be 77. 78. That's fine. But yeah, I've had so much trouble with my heaters. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I got one from Amazon and it was overheating. I had it at 77 and I would come home and it'd be at 82. So after that happened for 2 days, I was like, no, I need to get a new one. So I got the Jaeger heater. This one. But since it's in German, and the picture online wasn't a clear picture, I couldn't see that right there it says up to 16 gallons. So I bought a 50 watt, which was too small. And then I bought a 100 watt, which is the size that I had before and what's recommended for 20 gallons. And that was too big. So I bought a 75 watt. So I have 3 heaters. But yeah, apparently it's very confusing too because the instructions are super big and they're in like 6 different languages. And so every time that I'm reading instructions and I have to go do it and then I come back and I'm like, wait, where was I? But I watched a video on it and I think I accidentally messed up the calibration because I just did, because I did it wrong. So because even though my heater right now is set to 81, it's only at 78 because the tank because the heater thermometer, I put that too low, so it thinks that it's another temperature. So it's dispensing heat based off of the temperature that it thinks it is, which is wrong. But I need to ask my roommate to fix it for me because my nails. You'll see, I'll insert a little clip of what it takes, but it is so hard to do it because there's two, but only one has a ring, and you have to like, it's the thinnest thing ever. Like, you know how water bottles, like how that little plastic ring that stays underneath, like after you open the lid, that little plastic, it's like that. So it's very hard to turn. So it's a big old thing. But yeah. May 7th, whoopsie doopsie. I don't like plan, or at least this time I didn't plan to take so long. It's just editing is a pain in the butt for me. But anyway, update. I had my first, sorry, I'm eating a banana. I had my first algae bloom. That's on me. But I got some cherry shrimp, and right now they are acclimating. Okay, I mean they're all covered in the duckweed, but they're there. I just fed. This is what my tank is looking like right now. I took out all the things I had up there because it just kept dropping rocks, and I've planted them. So all of these Swiss cheeses that you see, I know that's filthy. That's why I know. Sorry. But all these Swiss cheeses, I first had them in. Well, first of all, they're all cuttings, meaning that I've had them in water the whole time. They haven't touched soil. I had them in the aquarium water on the top, so just their roots. And then I tried one to like fully submerge it because Google said that they're not fully aquatic. Well, guess what? They are. So as long as you acclimate them correctly. But this is what we're currently looking at. There's Blueberry. Has not once used that, by the way. Then I have my 6 ides. Where'd they go? I have quite a few. My thing got clogged again. I have quite a few snails hiding around here somewhere. And now I have 6 new shrimpies. This video has taken way too long to finish, but there's only one more thing that I need to do, which is tell you how much everything cost. I'm not going to include the things that I accidentally bought, like when I accidentally bought like 3 heaters. Number 1, tank. Oh, let me scooch over so I can put pictures here, maybe. I'll see if future Luna wants to edit that. Tank, $99.99. This is all before tax for the 20 gallon from Chewy. The stand, $79.99 for a black metal frame from Petco. Oh, I need to look up the filter. I'm gonna put the price here. It's that silent filter from Petco. And then the filter cartridges, I got a 6-pack times 2, so 2 6-packs for $24.99 from Petco. The light, where's that receipt? I wanted to make this the nicest tank that I could make for my fishies. So I have a whole bunch of live plants, whole bunch of everything. So for that I needed aqua soil. I bought the whatever gallon it is, the big one, or pound, for $46.43 off of Amazon. It was the cheapest place I could find it. I got Prime for the water, $6.99 from my local place, Fish Gallery. I got 2 thermometers, one that is like an actual thermometer, like with the red liquid in there, and that like sprayed red to my face, for $1.75 from Chewy. And then I bought an electric thermometer, the one that has a little like thing that you put in the water, for $9.99 from Chewy also, I believe. I ordered the wrong heater and it came with another one of those electric thermometers, so I have 2, but I mean I did buy it, but like I'm not going to count it, because the only reason I have 2 is because I need one for the outside of my tank because my air in here is messed up. My mini tank, which is like if when I move I'm going to put them in there, or like if they need to be quarantined, 2 $8.99 each from Petco. The siphon for water changes, $7.99 from Chewy. I very recently got that big fake plant. I don't know if I showed, I guess I'll show you one more time video here of my tank, what it looks like right now. That big fake plant, because I wanted to give them a really tall space because my plants just haven't grown tall enough to cover that up yet. And they're not using it like at all, like only the snails are on there. Which, I don't know, I kind of cut it a bit to make it shorter and I took off the spikies at the bottom. So it's been about a week and they're still not using it. I don't know if they're scared or if it's too rough for them, but I'm gonna give them 2 weeks to see if they like it or not. Then I'm just gonna remove it. And I also did that to help with the flow from the filter because it was just pretty heavy. So that was $9.99 from Chewy. So over time, the aqua soil has kind of deteriorated. So now it's just like a powder in some places. So I had to buy new soil, especially because I planted pothoses and Swiss cheeses that had really long roots because I had propagated them. And so I didn't want the roots like sticking out. Which, by the way, everyone is like, hey, those aren't fully aquatic plants. They are thriving in there. What you really need to do is, first of all, they were propagated, so they've been in soil, they've been in water their entire life. And then I put them, which I bought a plant like hanger, so then I could put that's where all the rocks came from, remember? And then I planted them in the aqua soil, and they're great, they're great. The pothos, actually, I tested it. I only have one in there that's pothos, and it was straight from the cutting into the soil in there. It's doing good. It's doing good. Okay, so then the heater was the one that actually worked. The good one, the one that I use right now, is 20.82 from Chewy. Then I got my betta a little hammock, a little leaf hammock. It's fallen off I don't think he ever used it. And then I think he started using it, but it's like too cheap. I don't know, I've never actually seen him use it because every time now I come and look, it's fallen. So that was kind of a waste of money. That was $3.49. I have 2 kinds of food for them. The betta food, which I'll enter the price here because I bought that at my fish gallery. And then the flake food for my tetras was $5.99 from Chewy. My coworker gave me duckweed, and I knew that I needed to stop it from going into the filter. So the little like tube that uses to like separate it, that is $9.89 from Amazon. And then I got a turkey baster, which is to like push air into things, and it helps like get all the junk off of the plants and back onto the soil, so then when I siphon it, it'll come with it. I tried looking at Dollar General and Dollar Tree and they didn't have it, so I had to buy it off of Amazon for $5.18. Then my aquascaping tools, which are like the tweezers and the rake and the scissors, which rusted, so I just threw those away. Those were $9.99. Then I got test strips, which are $12.49 from, the aqua tools are from Amazon. The test strips are $12.49 from, I have S. What is S? I don't know. Okay. So now onto my receipts. I got a plant for $12.99, plant $9.99, plant $4.99, plant $3.49, plant $6.99, plant $9.99. They were on sale, so that's why they're cheap. At Petco, I got a bucket, because you need a bucket, $8.99. Then I got 2 plants at $5.99 each, and I got some mopani wood, which is $11.49. The mopani wood that I bought from Petco, I took that out. So then the driftwood that I have in there, the one that's, I don't know which one's which, but one of them that's on the left is $24.99. The one that's on the right, that's like the wishbone, was $15.99. Then I bought a rock, which I took out, $4.99. Then the pot holder, which I told you, $10.99. Then I got a plant for $14.99 and a little hidey hole for my betta. Christmas moss on coconut shell bridge. That was for $12.99. These I got from Etsy, these 3. Insert name, Glass Aqua. I got them from Glass Aqua. Then, now onto the actual fish. So all of that was in preparation for my fish. How much did my fish cost? my betta, oh, I forgot some more things. I bought a fish net because I didn't have one from Fish Gallery for $3.99. And then here's the food, the betta food, $7.99. Okay, now onto my fish. I didn't have to buy any of my snails because my coworker who gave me the betta fish also gave me the snails. And then all of my snails like died. Like I had like 20 at one point and then they all died. Like I found like shells on the bottom. I don't know what happened. So I asked him for some more and he gave me some more. So now I have a healthy snail population again. So I didn't have to buy snails either. My betta. Oh my gosh, I just realized he gave me a discount. Thank you, good sir. Because my betta was for $24.99, but he sold it to me for $14.99. I wonder if that was that difference. He asked me if I wanted the cheapest little, let me get you an example real quick. He asked me if I wanted the plant that went in there, that was in the tank with them, the like fishbowl with them, and it was something like this, like shorter than this, like maybe half of this, and I said no thank you. So I wonder if he was going to charge me $10 for that or not, but either way. I got my betta for $14.99, and I got my 6 neon tetras for a total of $14.36. So that's what, 14 divided by 612, like $2 each. And then I really was just fine with that, but then I started getting algae really bad. Not really bad, okay, if you're thinking algae really bad, you're probably thinking of like the entire thing is green. No, I just noticeable algae. So I went and I got some cherry shrimps from another local place here called the Big Little Fish Store. And I got 5 cherry shrimp for $34.95. The thing about those, though, not that I'm upset about it, I mean it makes sense, is that they had a range of small shrimp and large shrimp. And so I was a little bit scared that my animals in there were gonna eat it. My betta is so like friendly, like he doesn't mess with the neon tetras and they don't mess with him, vice versa. Like even when they come face to face, like for food, like they don't fight or anything. But I was scared for some reason that they would eat the shrimp because everyone online was like, if your whatever animal is smaller than the other fish is gonna eat it. So they got me really scared. But I put my 5 shrimp in there and I have confirmed that 4 of them are still alive. Like I've seen all 4 of them at one time. I haven't seen the 5th one quite yet. But yeah, they're doing good. Like I said, I'll put in that final shot of my tank and I'll insert all the prices there. So for the grand total, this much. And then the actual total amount for my fish is this much. So yeah, if you want to start up a fish tank, a 20-gallon fish tank specifically, that is how much money you should expect to spend, because your fish, you are creating their entire environment. Like they don't even breathe air. Like the water that they swim around in is what you give them. So that's my dog wheezing. I don't know if you can hear her. So that's like, you gotta give them the best life you can give them, and it is totally on you. So like literally from the water to the food that they eat, like that is all you. The temperature of the water they swim in, like you need to give them the best life you possibly can. And so to subscribe, you can check out my other videos. I'm doing this is actually, if you notice this shirt, it's in the scene, like I just finished filming my 75 hard intro. So if you want to see that, I'm going to be putting out daily videos for that. And then I have some other videos that I've been meaning to put up that I've been putting off, but with that 75 hard, I'm going to be making sure that I get those videos. Like I have a Fallout playthrough that I've been meaning to film, or to edit rather. So maybe I'll do a movie vlog or something like that. But yeah,